Okay, these pictures were sent to me by my nephew. So all I did was take the background out here and the background out here by selecting it in my PowerPoint, remove background, and then of course, you know, it takes out some of the things you don't want to have taken out, and you just replace it or tell it to keep it. Oops, there we go. Alrighty, so I'll remove, and I went through and just removed all these areas. Did the same thing on this one, just removed all the areas. Once I removed all the areas, I saved them as pictures. Let me show you. Okay, I just add them to my canvas. I didn't do anything else to them. Once I loaded them onto the space, when I do upload, browse for the picture, and I look for those pictures. That's a GIF file. Let's go here, open that one. Show you what I did. I pulled it up and you see this has the background to it. I do complex because it's got a lot of little stitches in there that I like to have. And I can do remove background, and it takes all the background out, but it also takes some of the spots I don't want it to take out, like up in her hair. So I'll go down here to restore on the side, and I'll click that area and just take my little circle, holding down the cursor or holding down my button on my mouse and getting it together and apply it. So look and see if there's any other areas like right here, and you can enlarge this so that you can see your area as well. You want to add all the areas it took out that you want to keep back in there. And the thing about it, this little checkered stuff does help out. Helps you see what you want much better. Distinguishes it from the fabric. Distinguishes it from the design. Now this little area down here is not part of her. It's part of the background. So I'm going to come back over here and do select. And I'm going to select to remove that. That's the one thing I like about Cricut Space. The design space, it is very good at moving backgrounds. Gives you a good method of doing the removal of backgrounds. So now I want to apply everything, and I've got it applied. I don't want this one, but I want this one. So I'm going to be doing print and cut on this. Although I'm not going to cut this out, I'm just going to be printing it on the paper to do my sublimation onto the shirt. So here it is. I'm uploading it to my canvas. And there she is. So I'm going to size her the size I want it to be, and it's usually going to be about 3.75 here and 9.25 here. And that'll be the size that's going to go on the shirt. So I'm going to get this one done and do the red one as well, or I call it red, the other brunette haired lady here. Let's do this. Let's unlock it here. Go up here. You can also unlock it up here. But I'm going to unlock it right there and make that 3.75. And then I'm going to do the height at 9.25. Enter. This one did not take. Oh, excuse me, I put 9. That's supposed to be 6. There we go. So that image is big enough to go on the front of the shirt now. And what I did is I added her name to it. And I did that by going to text, typing out her name. I think her name is Angie. And I chose the font up here where it says font. Don't remember what font I had her in because I already have these done, and I just wanted to show you how I went through the process. But you choose the font that you like, and if you want it to be a colored colored font, you choose it again and go up here to, there you go, and choose whatever color you want, because I have her in, this is not the font I used, of course. I have her like this, and then I sort of slanted the name, and in doing all that, tied it together by attach, and that's it. My piece was done. So that's how I created these two shirts, or the images for these two shirts. Here's where I save both of them. And I go back to the canvas, and that's all I did, and it's ready to go, so I can go to make it. Now see, all I'm gonna do is just print this on the sublimation paper. I'm just gonna do a cut then print, print then cut, but we're just gonna print it. And my printer is set where it automatically flips it so it's mirrored. I don't know why this image shows up the way it does. I have no idea. But we're gonna take the add bleed off so that the letters come out clear and print it. Okay, it'll come back to this page. That's only if I was going to cut it out. I'm not going to cut this out. Not using the Cricut. While I'm waiting for the other one to print out, I'm going to take this and just cut this around. I'm not cutting it right on it. And the reason I'm cutting it is I don't want to have a square outline of the paper on it. Sometimes it can give you an impression of the paper, and don't want it that way. So I'm still waiting for my hot press or heat press to heat up. So now put it on, we'll put about an inch from the top. Make sure it's centered. Because she's at a slant, I'm gonna center her eyes. So it'll be just like that. But before I even put this on here, I want to get this hot, press this a little bit, and then do the process. Okay, my heat press is at 400 degrees. And I'm gonna take it and press this out a little bit. Put it on my shirt. Press it out a little bit. Where I'm going to put the image, heat it up. So that takes any moisture out of the shirt, out of the fabric. So here's my piece. Now I want this to be centered, so I'm going to take it and fold it like that to see where my center is, which is right here. And I'm going to put that right there in the center of that. And in the process, I'm going to straighten her up so that she's straight up and down. Then I'm going to add my Teflon sheet. You can use hot resistant or heat resistant tape, but mine seemed to stay on there pretty good with this Teflon sheet. So I put the rigid side down and the smooth side up. And I'm going to put my heat press on, and I'm going to put it straight down on the piece. I'm not going to move it. Now that it's ready, hit my Cricut, and the seconds will tick down. Okay, it beeped. 60 seconds is up. I'm gonna lift it straight up, put it back on its stand, and you want to remove this while it's all hot. So I'm gonna move my Teflon here. It looks like I got a fold there, as if I didn't put the heat press down on that. So I'm going to leave it where it is. Put my Teflon right back on top of it. Move that up on the pad. And I'm going to put this back on here for another 5 seconds. Ten seconds. So lift it, put it back in the stand. Check out my spot again. So everything comes straight up. It did it. There we go. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? And then now my sheet is gone. All right, we're gonna do the next one. Here is the finished product. Both shirts are done. They turned out pretty good. The color is very pretty and very vivid. It's actually brighter than it is on the sheet once you print it out from the printer. Very proud of these. Very nice. So guys, stay with me as we go along on this process of learning how to do these different things. This is how I did the sublimation for a t-shirt with these characters on it, and I did another one. I'll show you that one. Same process. So hit that notification bell and subscribe, and we'll see you next time around.